Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about my new modification upgrade on my 529 gearings. Currently my gearings are getting installed by another Toyota gearhead. Once he's finished, I'll go ahead and slap the diff onto my new rig, or my rig here. So for right now, I'm going to explain to you guys what I have for my 95-80 series 1FZFE. I'm currently on 37s, 12.5, 17s, Cooper STT Pro on some steel wheels, front and rear bumper, fully loaded, heavy down with some gears and all my inside gears and all that stuff. And I'm on stock gearing right now, so I'm currently on stock gearings, 10,000 winch, all these fun stuff. Pretty much full tank right now, and we're gonna get on the highway. And like I say, these are stock 410 gearings. We're gonna get on the highway, automatic. We're gonna get on the highway, and I'm gonna show you guys a variety of speeds. So we're gonna do like 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, 65, and get up to 70 miles an hour. And we're gonna take a look at the RPMs, and I'm gonna show you guys what the difference is. So I want to record this prior to my installation, and then once I get the 529 gears installed, I'll show you guys the difference of the RPM changes and give you guys my personal thoughts. So let's go and hit the highway. Like I said, we got about pretty much a full tank, automatic, just letting the truck warm up a little bit. And we also do have the power mode on. I'm gonna leave the power mode on because I like to drive my Land Cruiser with the power mode. All the power, what that button does is once you engage that button, all it does for you is that it changes the shifting point. So it optimize, or it utilize all the gears. So like it'll go from first to second, second to third, and it'll use all the gears as much as possible before it shifts into the next gear. So I like to keep the power mode on, just because I have these big old tires on stock gearings. But once we get into 529s, if that makes, well, it will make a difference. Once we get to 529s, if I feel like I don't need to use that mode anymore, then I'll go ahead and shut it off. But right now, we'll go ahead and keep the power mode on. So let me get onto the highway real quick. Or let me show you guys this right now. So let's just see here. We're going up to 20 miles an hour, and we're like around 1,800, 1,900 RPMs. And yes, I am keeping my eyes on the road. I'm not looking on the phone here. So 25 miles an hour, just about under 1,900 RPM. You guys see that big spike? So from 1,000 RPM to 2,000, I really have to step on it to get it going. So it has like a 1,000 RPM difference just to get it going. And it's not super bad. I mean, I love it. I mean, I'm used to it actually. Something else that I do want to mention right on top of this video is that right now my speedo is off. So for example, if it says that I'm doing 55, realistically I'm actually doing like 60 miles or 62 miles an hour, and I know that for sure because I've tracked it with my GPS. So right now we're usually about 8 miles, realistically we're 5 to 8 miles per hour over what we're reading. So you can see right now we're doing 40, let's get up to 45. We're on the highway right now. I'm gonna do 45, so we're on 45 miles an hour, and you can see here we're at about 2,500 RPM. But we're not really doing 45, we're doing like maybe 52 miles per hour right now if we were to GPS ourselves. But I don't want to talk about that because that's a whole different, speedo fix and stuff like that. We're just looking at the RPM difference from ranges to ranges. So let's get up to 50 miles an hour. So 50 miles an hour. You can see here we're just under, it just shifted. So we're at 2,300 RPM. 2,300 RPM. Get up a little bit more. We're going up a little hill right here, so now I believe we're already in fourth gear. So let me 55. It's really hard to get to 55 because we're already doing like 60 miles an hour. So at 55 miles an hour, you see that we're right at 3,000 RPM. So just to get to 55 miles an hour, 3,000 or 2,900 RPM. And just to get to 60 miles an hour, we're gonna have to do like 3,000 RPM. I'm not gonna go above 60 miles an hour because that's like already over the speed limit. If I do 60 miles an hour, I'm doing like 75 miles an hour already. And I don't wanna do that speed because usually I don't like to go over, I don't like to drive faster than 65 miles an hour. Just for the heck of it, you know, just because I don't like pushing my rig up that speed when I don't need to. Okay, so we're gonna show you guys a full acceleration getting onto the highway. Right now we're at fourth gear, it's about 60 miles an hour and just about 2,300 RPM. And this is the fastest I pretty much want to go. I don't want to go any faster than that. So that is that's your stock 410 gears on 37-inch tires for the Land Cruiser 80. We'll go ahead and skip into the future when I get my 529s. Welcome back to another video. Today we have the 529 installed on the Land Cruiser. So we're gonna update from the last video. So as far as you guys can see right there, I have 127 miles into my break-in process already. During those 127 miles, that has been all in the city under 50 miles an hour. One thing I noticed right away is that I GPS myself, and when we were on 410, we were doing actually about 5 to 8 miles per hour faster than what the gauges read. So for example, when we're doing 55 on the gauge, in real time, we're actually doing like 60, 58, something along that line. Right now, with the 529s, when I GPS myself, we are actually doing about 5 miles per hour under. So when I'm driving 50, I'm actually doing like 45 or 44. So that's not a big deal. It's always good to be under. So we're gonna go on the highway and I'm gonna show you guys the difference of RPM. One thing I noticed right away is that when we're on 410, I had to really step on the gas to get it going. Like for example, it'll go from 1,000 to 2,000 RPM just to get it going. Now it doesn't do that. Whenever I press on the gas, it just goes. Let me go ahead and turn on the power mode, just because last time we kept the power mode on, so I want to keep it consistent. But you can see right now we're doing about 30 miles an hour and we're just under 1,200 RPM. Really, really nice. We're getting onto the highway right now and then we'll get up to speed. And again, keep in mind that we're doing 5 miles under according to real time, but we're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna worry about the miles per hour accuracy. We're just going to be referring to the gauges and the RPM and how the engine's performing. The engine is definitely working way less now to get it going. See, it gets to 60 miles per hour and we're just still under 2200 RPM. That is pretty amazing. I believe we were at 3000 RPM just to get at this miles per hour at this speed here. So that means that the engine is now working less to produce more power, more torque. Right now we're doing 65 easily. Pretty amazing. There you have it, guys, a little quick comparison on the Land Cruiser 37-inch stock 410 versus 529. What's it doing? Right now we're still at 65, 70, and we can cruise 65, 70 miles per hour so much more easier than stock gearing. Right now there's still more power. Like, I can really go up to 80 if I wanted to, but I don't want to go that fast because I don't drive that fast. And I don't like to put that much stress on my tires. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely big improvement. RPM is not bad. The RPMs are actually much lower than what it was when it was on stock gearing. Meaning that when I was on stock gearing, my engine was working more just to produce power to get the vehicle up to 65. Whereas right now, the truck is doing less RPM and it's producing way more power, torque, whatever you want to call. And I love it. I think it's gonna be a big improvement. Stay tuned. I'll make another video updated on. Updating you guys what I think on the 529s, and I'll do a video on gas mileage improvement, stuff like that. Right now, I'm not too worried about the gas mileage because right now I'm just focusing on breaking in the gears. Like I said, I've done 135 miles so far, so I've done the heat cycle already, where when you first get the gears, you drive 15 minutes, let it cool, drive, let it cool, let it cool. I've done that already. This is actually my first run on the highway. So we have about another 350 miles to go, and then after that I'll switch out my gear. I'll change my gear oil, and we're pretty much good to go. But right now I'm still taking it really easy. After that first break-in, I'll go ahead and start tracking my miles per gallon, and I'll update you guys that on separate videos and let you guys know what I think on the 529s and the gas mileage and all that fun stuff. But so far everything is a 5-star with this upgrade. Definitely amazing. And of course, I did test out the lockers already. Locker works great. Low gear works amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys next time. Much love.